is not a song on the radio that shifted the state of mind.
753, I'm Buzz. If you are flying for summer vacation, I've got news that could make you want to not do that. Our airline.
Okay, I woke up in the morning and as I usually do, I read my emails. Maybe it's not a good habit. I had a bad habit of listening to CBC radio, and that got me deeper into some sort of a state of depression. I didn't know what I'm getting into, but I was listening to the news, and it took me a while to realize that it was a veil of something. It was an energy. I got used to that energy, or the ways of thinking. It's very difficult to explain unless you know it. And it took me some years to figure out and try different methods and tricks to try to go back to feel happy. It took me a long time. I didn't know the right methods. I had to do some self-discovery. I had to do some adjustments in my thinking and who I talked to. Recently I connected to an old friend, which I try to stay away from, and we exchanged some emails, and I thought, I don't want to get into this connection with this guy. There's another guy who is very negative and very, I don't know, it's dark. It's like a press, like it's kind of a gives him mental pressure the way he talks. There's no love in his talk. There's no love in his heart. He grew up with no love, and every time I talked to that guy, it was a feeling of heavy. It was not a good feeling, and so I cut the ties with the guy. He's not happy about that. I realized after some time, that he is kind of a sneaky, is trying to extract information of me. Not necessarily to use it all the time. Sometimes he was using the information, which was okay, I'm happy to help. But sometimes he was trying to get that information to make himself feel better, like he's trying to learn if I'm having some trouble with the car or with my job or my finances and stuff like that. So he would feed himself with some information. Maybe he does that to other people, like okay, how you're doing? Okay, is it going well, or you have some trouble? What trouble you have? So he would feel, I don't know, some people feed off this type of suffering. I don't know if to compare to themselves and make themselves feel better, that other are in a deeper hole. I'm not sure what are those people's reasons, but they do feed on the like scraps and garbage, human decay, and yeah, there's different type of people. And he phoned me sometime, like a few months ago, and he knew that I was getting into some personal stuff. I'm not hiding it. It's like, you know, it's normal life, and since I'm the type of adventurous, my life is adventurous. Like has to go that way, because that's the choice I made, to not have a static life. It has to be a flow of change. Good, bad, doesn't matter. It's changing. It's moving me somewhere. And So I knew that he knows a little bit of my story. He learned it from a relative. He was talking behind my back, and I knew the attitude right away, and I didn't want to tell him what's going on. Usually I'm open, but then I cut it short, and probably he realized, oh yeah, this guy doesn't want to talk to me or something, and bye bye. And he haven't phoned me since, which I'm excited. So I woke up again. Let's say I did look into my email, and I saw a bank alert. So I set a budget on my checking account, and I see a bank alert. I said, oh yes, probably those guys took their money, their check. Okay, that's fine, but why is below my my limit that I set? And I'm looking, and I see some loan interest. I said, oh shit. So loan interest and that, and it got me below certain limit that I'm comfortable with, and that triggered a bunch of thoughts related to my finances, and kind of thinking how it's not about staying afloat. I'm not really like that type of position, but getting into certain direction, and I'm thinking, and so it got me some thoughts that were not dark, but were not happy. It was like just some pressure, like a heaviness, and I didn't like it. And I thought, oh crap, I don't want to get into the old ways and the old days. I felt I was going that way. I felt it end up how to change it, and I thought I need to listen some music, and I'm listening some music. Yeah, okay, it's kind of a high energy music, and I remember, oh, I used to listen this type of music to keep me awake, to get me, probably trying to get me happy and stuff. Yeah, kind of worked, but yeah, like those I don't know, the newer type of music. And no, I said, it's not my, it doesn't do the trick what I'm doing here. Then I saw an Asian woman running to catch the bus, and she had a nice smile, and I thought, wow, I love it. And it's like it gave me a happy moment. Why? Because I knew she was happy, and actually she was happy because she was able to catch the bus. She saw the bus coming, she was running, then she stopped running, and she was just walking fast, and she knew that the bus has to stop at the stoplight, and now she had a happy moment, like yeah, I'm going to catch this bus, yeah. And she had a nice smile. She was not a beautiful woman or some like a contest beauty, but the smile triggered something in my head. And why it triggered something in my head? It triggered a memory, an idea of happy. Why? Because I know what is happy. But the same smile cannot trigger anything related to happiness to someone who doesn't know happiness. Let's say an alien comes here and sees lots of teeth, like someone is smiling. I just made up some cream or something. But someone who is smiling and is happy, an alien will look, say, okay, yeah, this species on that planet, or on that big rock, like a round rock, probably they don't know the term round, but that shape that we can sense with our machines, our detectors, our sensors, whatever they might have. These aliens probably on the armpit if they have arms. Um, they would look and say, okay, they change the shape. Okay, if they think in that term like a shape, we sense that they change the shape. So they move the stuff, but they open a hole, like they have an opening, and they show some guts inside, like some intestines, or like in our terms, intestines. Like you see the teeth, and you see some organs inside. So they don't know, because for them happiness probably is something else or a different feeling. God or creator of those aliens created something else as a good feeling for them, or if there is good or bad. But they would see the same thing when we look at some animals, and we don't know really when they are happy. I mean, we know about dogs when they are happy because we see they wiggle the tail, and we know the dog is happy. Yeah, it's excited. So we learn from each other. We made the dog happy, so now we learn through the feedback, through the dog actions or attitude. Oh, the dog is happy. I gave him food. If when I get food, I get excited and happy. Okay, must be the same thing. It wiggles the tail or is jumping, running for the ball. So the dog must be happy. Then we know these clues. But when we see a seal on the ocean, we never saw a seal, how the seal is happy. How do we know the seal when probably maybe the seal is happy when is biting the partner? I saw a few seals a couple of days ago, like biting, showing teeth. Maybe that's happiness for the seals. Anyway, so in humans terms, we see teeth, we see some excitement, body movements, and we think, oh, okay. In other species, they show the butt. Okay, a red butt means okay, I'm excited, I'm horny, or I'm happy, or I don't know. We don't know the clue. We know well in a human. So those who know the happiness and know the clues of human happiness can see in other humans, can detect it, and they realize, okay, that's happiness. And if it feels good, they want some too. And when I saw that, I knew, okay, that's happiness, because I know the feeling. And it's like a wow. I got excited and a little bit emotional, because I love that happy face. And it changed the whole thing. Now I can go back into the office and do my thing, do my work, and I can have that power of being grateful. When you are in a dark, or when you are in a sad moment, where you are in a depression moment, it's very difficult to be grateful. Really, I tried hard years before, when I knew this is the method that they recommend. You need to be grateful to. I tried, but it's difficult. Because you are already into a stinky hole or something with the mind. And this is a video just for those who understand the feeling. And a few days before, I met a woman manager. Also, she doesn't have a happy face. No, it's like a sour face. She goes in the office, and one day I went into that office and I said something, and she kind of lighted up, and she said, "How do you know?" Because I saw she was better, and I said that probably you had a very good weekend, right? And how do you know? Are you one of those? She was trying to say like a psychic or something. I said, no, I just recognize faces. And today I didn't see her. I saw just the car. But a few days ago, she came out of the car and she was smiling, and she appeared happier. And I smiled back because she triggered the smile, like a nice happy smile. And we greeted each other, and was really a good moment. Same thing, like she triggered that happiness that changed the whole day. So the last thing I want to say, the trick. If you know happiness, but you got back into dark, maybe you lost a friend, a relative, or something triggered the depression in you, or you have a nasty relationship that triggers some depressive thoughts, or you lost your job. So different things can trigger your mind to get back into the depression, because the depression is also a program, a mind program, and some people call it demon, but it's sort of a program, and it's enough for a trigger to get you retrieve the program, or access that program. It's a complex system, a complex mind created system of thoughts and feelings and state. Could be generated by the biochemical balance in the brain, of course. Yeah, that's why pills work in many people. But if you want to live on pills, yeah, go ahead and get the pills, and will keep you in that zombie state, because that's the thing the pills do. But if you want to stay natural, and if you want to discover your own happiness through your own means, like that, you need to kind of stay away from that program, that complex sum of thoughts and feelings and emotions that are part of the depression. And so there are these two kind of opposites, like being happy or being depressed, and what you want to access, the happiness or the depression. And there are things that trigger the depression. Like I said, I read about my banking statement and got me retrieve ask that program come back. It's like I did it unconsciously, but it happens. Or the program